Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, fresh faces and racing aces. This is the qualifying session for the sprint race. I've just about caught my breath back from the exhilarating first race that we've had here at Silverstone, won by everyone's favourite commentator, Fizzy. So most people are out on track now. If we have a look at the map, you can see most cars have gone out. There's still a few hanging around there at the pit lane. Currently looking at Frejo 221. Such an unfortunate result for him. He's doing so well, pestering the podium positions right up until the closing stages of the feature race, which then decided to have a conversation with the barrier. ITC2 hopefully will keep all four wheels in his wagon in this race. Pedro 99, the early leader of the feature race, was closing down but had way too much gap to close down on Fizzy for the win. Flying Cameraman, didn't really see him in the feature race. Just getting some heat into his tyres there. And coming up to the Brooklyn stuff. Oh, that's not the way to get heat into your tyres, sir. Unless he's getting out of the way of someone on a flying. Oh, that's a little bit close there from Fly Sky and whoever it is right behind him. They're probably that's actually the start of the lap, so they're probably on their flying lap there. It was Steve Rogers. I must correct a mistake I made in the last broadcast. I said that Steve Rogers was a reserve driver. He was initially a reserve driver, and that has actually changed. He is a fully fledged driver of the league, and oh, that's a little bit close to my sky there. One of them's going to have to back out, or that could end in tears. Oh dear, you're not racing yet, gentlemen. Get through qualifying one piece first. Honey Badger, again, trying to convince me that he finished in 3rd or 4th or something like that. He was only 7th or so. That's an unusual line to take, has to be said. But getting out of the way of those in a hot lap, well done to you, sir. Dibdroid, really didn't see him in the feature race. And the camera's trying to catch up with somebody there. Oh, Scooby! Scooby at 4-4, spent most of his life in 4th, most of the last race rather. Whoops, that's a little bit wide there on Abbey Curve. That's AJ coming out of the pits there. He had an unfortunate tangling in the feature race. Let's see how well he does for the sprint race. Andrex, we didn't really see Andrex really at all. Fizzy's teammate in the Panasonic Racing livery. He came to grief at some point and lost a wheel, and we saw him several laps, or several times being lapped, I beg your pardon, with 3 wheels remaining. There's Frejo 221 again, so 143.570. I'm sure all that can be improved upon. There's Gibbs, spent most of the last race in the garage, unfortunately, deciding to bug out of the race as opposed to continue. Hideki 4, taking a rather odd line through the loop. I think that is. Yeah, that is indeed. That was the name tree, and then onto the limited straight. There's Esteban Vizo, who started well, but unfortunately faded as the race went on. I think he's finished in 5th position in the feature race. That is also the one into straight. Isaac Revolt, we saw a fair bit of him early on in the race, but sadly faded down into the lower positions as the race went on. Today, we're sitting a cracking lap there, 148.49. Alas, he also tried the 3 wheels on the wagon trick and had the same result. Spent most of the race in the garage. It was a shame, as in practice he set one of the leading times, and that's a very odd line he went through there and decided to bug straight to the pits. Fair enough. There's Isaiah Revolt again. Esteban Viso. Jozzers also spent most of the last race in the pits. Let's see if we can see more of him in this race. Currently on in 6th place in 142.649. There's Hideki again. Hendrix UK. Flying K-Man. Teammate of today. Mr. DBZ Leica. Now we saw a bit of him at the beginning and at the end of the last race, kind of hovering around rather the position he's qualified at the moment, 10th, 11th. That's a tangle into the first corner between DBT and Leica and one of the Fanatec cars. Oops, that's not going to help anybody doing that. Scooby 44 currently down in 12th, 143.984. That's probably who just tangled there. That was the Fanatec car that were tangled. That would be DJ Ballistic. Manchester Sync 29, 15th place. And just went down to 16th. IGC2. Oh, whoops, that's not the ideal way of taking the loop onto main tree, I'm afraid, sir. Cinco 69 didn't really see very much of this racer at all in the feature race. There's Dipdroid there. Someone going very, very wide, staying out of the way, probably. Oh, it's Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers around about the 4th, 5th position, I believe. And there's me. Actually, it looks like I'm moving. Now that's unusual. I can assure you I'm not racing. It actually has my name on someone else's car. Okay, that's pretty strange. I don't know what's going on there. I can absolutely assure you I'm not going anywhere. Oh, it's Project Cars doing a strange thing again. Okay, it's not changing camera either. It's staring at the pit gantry there. Excellent. And Fizzy currently has the top spot with 2.5 minutes to go. 1:45.89. Not too far off his best lap from the last race. Second again is Pedro. Third is Today. Great qualifying spot for him. I say Revolt up in 4th place. Good effort, sir. Freyo 221 currently in 5th place, 141.386. Esteban Vizo holding 6th place there. Good job for you. There's Gibbs. Not really sure what he's got. Oh, there's a little bit of a wiggle there. We didn't see a great deal much of Gibbs, so we're not sure what he's truly capable of. Oh, he decides to take a bollard with him. Well done. And another one. And they are supposed to stay there, but feel free, have a conversation with them. Why not? There's Joss there in 8th place. Good job. Honey Badger in 9. And Hideki in the pits. That's probably going to be the end of his qualifying session. Well, there's only 1 minute 30 to go, so I would say that spells the end for him. So let's turn to the top. Holding the pole is still Fizzy. Pedro 99. That's the going around the Cops corner, so he has got time to finish that lap just about. And again, the camera not changing. That's an interesting issue. Today he's put himself in the pits, so that's the end of his quali session in 3rd place. I say result. I'm tripping over my words again. I say Revolt. Going in 4th. Good job, Freyo. Calling it a day with less than a minute to go. I'm not surprised. Esteban Viso in 6th place, and the camera's doing some very weird things. Not changing in places it should be. Probably because the cars are actually in the garage, but the camera not registering so. Oops, that's someone facing the wrong way. Oh, stay still, sir. Gibbs currently 7. Josses. 8th place. Andros UK staying in the garage. The name's Sue on the helmet. Oh, decided to come out for 15 seconds. Why not? And Honey Badger's just been pushed down to 10th there. 10 seconds on the clock. This will roll straight into the race, so we'll continue the recording here, continue the broadcast straight through, and there spills the end of it. So, I don't want to look at me. So, Fizzy, Pedro, Today, I Say Revolt, Freyo 221, Esteban Viso, Gibbs, Jozzers, Andrex UK, and Honey Badger are your top 10 for the sprint race. And here we are then. On to the grid now. As we know, we're going to have this awkward camera changing shenanigans to go through. 3 reds, and away they go. So let me just get to there a little bit quicker than I did last time. Let's get up to the front. Oh, this interface would let me just bounce my way through. And Pedro again has taken the lead off the start. Again has taken Fizzy. Where's Fizzy gone? Today is up to 2nd place. Wow, that's a real turnaround of fortune for today. Gibbs is up to third. What a bizarre start we're seeing here. Gibbs third. I Say Revolt holds on to fourth. AOR Fizzy, a terrible start. Down to fifth place. Down the Wellington Straight. Can he do something on the inside of Brooklands? Oh my goodness me. Who's that that's gone off? I Say Revolt going very wide. I think Esteban Viso as well. Fizzy up to fourth now. Hounding Gibbs for third place. I Say Revolt 5 now. I'm going to have to wait for the camera to change it. Here we go. So Esteban Viso in sixth place in the middle of a three-car sandwich. That's Andrex UK on the back of that three-car train. Not too far back is Scooby. 44 in eighth place. Hideki. Oh, an unusual line. He's only going for Scooby, I think. Yes, he does. He takes eighth place from Scooby. Oh, Scooby's bouncing, and that's a lag issue there. It looked like Hideki was going flying there. Oh, was there contact between the two? Oh, that was very close there from Scooby. As they go through that particular complex, that's down Wellington Straight. I beg pardon, that's down Hanger Straight. I will get these corner names right. So Scooby down to ninth. Frejo 2-2-1. Oh, is he going to lose 10th place? Flying K-Man having a crack on the inside, but no. I keep going the wrong way. There's IGC2 in 12th. Is he having a look on the inside of K-Man? That's possible. Oh, that's someone flown off the road there. Mr. Soprano 16, Cinco 17, Honey Badger 18. That's a terrible start for him. Someone in the pits already. DJ Ballistic coming into the pits. A terrible, terrible start for him. Detroit 20th coming to grief. Oh, Joz is again having a terrible start. And Francisco Sink, I think, has also decided to pit. Back at the front is Today now that's in the lead. Well, whilst I was looking down the field, Today has taken the lead from Pedro. What a start! What an amazing start, but Pedro is not letting that one go easily. Gibbs holding on to third, keeping Fizzy at bay. Oh, there's contact there! Gibbs has gone into the side of Fizzy. It looked like, oh no! I Say Revolt takes fourth, Andrex up to fifth, Esteban Viso sixth place, Hideki up to seventh, Scooby takes eighth, Freyo 2-2-1 ninth, that's Flying K-Man 10. Where on earth has Gibbs gone? Vice Guy 11, IGC 2 in 12th, 13th. Oh my goodness me, 10 places lost. Struth. Might be some harsh words said between the two AOR veterans there. Let's head back up to the front. I apologise for my method of doing so. We got Today holding off Pedro for the lead still as they're beginning to break away from the third pairing of Fizzy. And Fizzy's taken third place now. I Say Revolt hovering there to see what he can do. Andrew UK, of course he took third. I spotted Gibbs going round in circles there. I apologise for stumbling over my words. This commentary like is not as easy as I thought it would be. Oh, and Today's come to grief there, and Pedro's gone up the inside and taken the race lead. But Today's not letting that one go at all as they come through Aintree. Today hanging on to the back of Pedro again. Is he going to go for an inside manoeuvre on Brooklands? Yes, he does. Can he make it stick? Pedro hanging around the outside as he comes to the inside now of Luffield. Oh, and Pedro spun! Oh my goodness me, Pedro has spun, he's on the infield. Fizzy is now breathing down Pedro's neck yet again. Pedro has now lost the lead to Today. Today now has the chance to run away and get a bit of a gap. Oh, Fizzy's spun! Oh dear, he's gone too hard into Cobb's corner. Loses third place to I Say Revolt. Well, how fortunes can change. Is that Fizzy going slowly? Is that Fizzy going slowly? It possibly is, but I think he may be just picking up his pace again. He's down to fifth. Has he got a problem? It's a little difficult to tell. I think he's now picking up his pace as they come onto the Hanger Straight. Andrex UK has gone up to fourth, which is his teammate. Third, I Say Revolt now. The top three now beginning to space out. Let's have a look at fourth place. Fourth place, Andrex UK with Fizzy breathing down his neck now. Looks like Fizzy's back up to speed. Fizzy may have incurred a time penalty which constituted him going slowly. Esteban Viso in sixth place, staring down the race winner of Fizzy. Staring down his tailpipe. I'll finish that sentence, that makes far more sense. 6 laps to go in this sprint race. Oh, Viso's getting a little bit out of shape, but manages to hold it. Scooby 44 now 7th place. Hideki up to 8th. Freyo 221 is 9th. Oh, who's that going wide? I think that's Freyo that was going wide there. That's the loop. Flying K-Man rounding out the top 10. Let's head back up the order. Oh, who's this? There's Fizzy down to 5th place. Fizzy coming to grief again. Andrews UK holding 4th place as Esteban Viso having a look. Can Fizzy do something against his teammate here? As they come down Cop's corner. In the slipstream, he has also got Esteban right behind him. Lovely 3-car scrap going on here. Oh, he's a little close but can't do anything with it. As they come through the Beckett's complex, Chapel, onto the Hangar Straight. Now Fizzy he's close enough, he may be able to do something here in the slipstream. Down towards Stowe. Oh, he's gone for the inside line. Can he make it stick as they come up the Vale? Yes, Fizzy, lovely slipstream maneuver there, takes 4th place as they come up to the Club Corner complex. I'm reluctant to move away because this is a great 3-car battle. Let's have a quick look at the top 3. Isaac Revolt looks like he's on his own there. Pedro 99 looks like he's always bearing down on today. We may be seeing a race lead changing hands here within the next few laps. There's only 5 to go in this sprint race. Oh, we can see there that AOR Fizzy is not hanging around. He's already got a small gap between himself and his teammate. Might Andrich be playing the team game and holding Esteban at bay? Difficult to tell. That's the view from Fizzy's car. He may have to settle for 3rd. He may be able to do something in the next 5 laps. Who knows? Never ever give up. You don't know what's going to happen to people. But let's look at the lead battle again. Pedro 99 on the tail of today. I'm out of breath. I will get better at this, I promise you. Today holding a very slim lead over Pedro. Incredible turn of fortune here, considering today retired from the previous race and now leads this one. Hangar Straight then. Pedro's a little bit too far back to be able to do something about the lead this time round. Round Stowe. Vale. So he's going to have to stay in 2nd for now as they come towards Club Corner. Leaving 3rd place. That's not today. The big pardon. As I say, Revolt. He's having to remain in 3rd place. But I think Fizzy is beginning to gain. Where's Andrix gone? Andrix has disappeared. What has happened to him? It's Esteban Viso now up to 5th. Hideki 6th. There is Andrix. He's lost positions down to 7th. We have a lovely battle forming here. Scooby 44 in 8th place. Breathing down Andrix's neck as Flying came out up to 9th. That's Freyo 221. Oh, there's some unusual lines going on there. Through Abbey Farm and up to Village. Let's have a look at, let's jump back to the lead to see what's going on here. Look at this. Oh, is that today going a bit sideways? No, possibly not. It looked like he was going sideways there for a moment. But Pedro is close enough to make a move now as they come on to go through Woodcut, down through Cop's Corner again. I think that's where they are. I may have actually lost track of my corners. No, I was actually right. Maggins and Beckett's now. Apologies for turning the map on again. I do sometimes lose track of which corner we're staring at as I'm jumping between the cameras. Hangar Straight once more. Looks like today has managed to open up enough gap to defend his line. Iso Revolt on his own. Fizzy on his own. Esteban Viso on his own as well. Andrews UK now in 6th place. It's taken home. I think we've lost someone from this battle as well. Freyo is now 8. Scooby 9. Scooby has dropped some positions. Flying K-Man 10. There's IGC 11. IGC 2 rather in 11th place. Defending on Vice Guy. Can he do so? Ooh, that's very close indeed. There's Gibbs in 13, an early front runner here, but sadly still languishing in 13th place. 3 laps remaining. Let's jump back up to the front. Oh, that is so close between Today and Pedro. Wellington Straight. Up to Brooklands. Oh, Today guarding that inside line very, very well indeed. And again goes defensive on Luffield. He knows what he's up against with Pedro. Oh, that is so close. Pedro's going to get a lovely slipstream as they go through Woodcut. Onto the old start-finish straight. Into Copse, not really a braking zone. He's going to have to bide his time. Patience is going to pay off here as they're into Maggots. Then Beckett's. Chapel Curve. Today is defending brilliantly well. Down the Hangar Straight now. Anyone remembers Formula 1 a few years ago where the rear tyres were exploding? It was down the Hangar Straight where they've just been. Today just managing to hold Pedro off for another lap. He's got 3 to do. They come round Club Corner again. Pedro is still in an attacking position. He may make an attack into Abbey. Oh, that's a little close. Through Farm Curve, up to Village again. Again, Today defending very, very well. Pedro having a look on the inside of the loop. Not really a prime place to do it. Through Aintree, down Wellington Straight once again. That's the view from Pedro's car. That's how close he is. I want to look at the rest of the field, but this battle is proving incredible. So close now as they go through Woodcut once again. For the penultimate time in this race. Down the old start-finish straight. Round Copse once more. Today defending for all he is worth against Pedro RC99. Ice Age Revolt lingering in 3rd place, and he's not too far away, so if there was contact or either of these has a spin, he could well capitalise on it. Down the Hangar Straight. Just saw Fizzy there in 4th place in that shot. Through Club Corner again. One more lap to go in this sprint race. A very narrow lead for Today. Pedro RC99 holding 2nd place. Breathing down Today's tailpipe. Today brilliantly defending here. Oh, Fizzy is gaining on Ice 8 Revolt. May we see a change for the final podium position here. Fizzy is closer and he's going to have to do a very damn manoeuvre or hope that Ice 8 Revolt makes a mistake if he is to claim that final podium position. Ice 8 Revolt just has to hold station, just has to keep his line clean, and he will retain that spot. But Pedro here pressuring Today for everything he's got. Round Woodcut for the last time. Just one mistake is all it will take to completely change the front runners here. Oh, and no sooner do I say that Pedro then runs wide. Runs wide in Copse Corner. The commentator's curse strikes again, and it looks like Today he was going flying, but again there's a bit of a lag issue. Oh, and he has actually gone wide. Oh, they couldn't retain. He could not regain traction. Today has lost the lead to Pedro. No sooner did I start talking about mistakes, no sooner did I start mentioning the commentator's curse, that it struck again. Pedro reclaiming the lead. Today's 2nd. Oh, Fizzy's having a crack for 3rd place from Ice 8 Revolt. And it looks like he's got it. What a brilliant outside overtaking manoeuvre for Fizzy. Absolutely incredible. Just a few corners to go now. We'll see if we switch to the leader. There he is. Pedro takes the race win. What an incredible race that was. Today claims second place. AOR Fizzy takes the last of the podium positions. I Saint Revolt. Oh, such unlucky for him. He was holding third place so well for so long, but Fizzy's pressure was just too much to bear. And down to fourth in the final lap. Esteban Viso takes home fifth place. Andrix UK stole the sixth. Freyo 2217. Scooby 44 in eighth. Oh, well done, Flying Sky, for holding on to ninth place there. Steve Rogers. If my nameplate will keep up, Steve Rogers has magically vanished. Flying K-Man is actually registering in 10th there. Oh, that's interesting. Now, has there been a problem with Steve Rogers? He was in that battle and has strangely vanished. Haidaki, number 4 in 12th place. And there's Mr. DBZ Leica in 13. Steve Rogers down to 14th. Now, that's interesting. He was showing as being in 10th at one point. Not sure what happened there. Jozzers went from 15th to 14th there, so there's still some shaking up going on. Unless someone's been disqualified. Yes, Francesco Sink has been disqualified, but then he only completed, he didn't complete a single lap, so that really hasn't made a difference to the finishing positions. DJ Ballistic coming home in 15th. Cinco 69 takes 16th place. Mr. Soprano 17. Steve Rogers still falling down the order mysteriously, so not quite sure what's going on there. Gibbs is somewhere in the camera shot there. Oh, there he is. He's hit the wall. Has he decided to hit the wall out of frustration? We're not entirely certain. He's showing us in 20th. Not sure what's happened there. He's a couple of laps down. Probably just thrown it into the wall after a terrible day at the office. Oh dear, oh dear. And I'm showing us 22nd. That's interesting. So race win then for Pedro 99. The camera can't actually find him now. And they're coming into the pits for the final time. Pedro wins the sprint race with today in second. A wonderful turnaround of fortune for him, with the feature race winner AOR Fizzy rounding out the podium positions. My name is King-Kodiak. Thank you very much for watching and for listening. Apologies for the quality of the stream. That's the limitations of my rig, which hopefully will change in the coming weeks. This has been the AOR Formula Renault 3.5, and I will see you next time for the AOR Formula 3.5 Round 2.